Good morning, my dear friends. It's Saturday. It's a really cold one. It's -4, but beautiful. Absolutely crisp. Frost everywhere. It's certainly a fall morning, and welcome to what the heck are we doing? Porch Ponderings. It's Gord, and this one's brought to you by She's Ready to Live. She asked the right question if she's ready to live. She asked me to talk about fibromyalgia and some non-medical ways to manage your symptoms. There's quite a few answers to that, so I really want to get into that because it's a really important thing. Some people with fibro don't have access to marijuana. I do think cannabis is the best medicine in the world for fibro, because I do believe the angle that some researchers are going is that fibromyalgia is the broken endocannabinoid system and it needs plugged to it. We're depreciated in our own endocannabinoids in our body, and our system is not optimal and needs the input of the cannabis. But because of it, a lot of people can't get proper treatment. And no, your opioids and your uptake inhibitors and your anti-inflammatories and all that from the pharmacy are just going to cause you some problems. I do say anti-inflammatories are important, but watch for side effects. But you said non-medical ways, so let me tell you a few things I do. One thing that's really important, and it's difficult, is staying moving when you're not napping, when you're not resting. Yes, us fibros, we rest a lot because this used to be called chronic fatigue syndrome because we're tired all the time. Our body is working 2-3 times as fast as it should to try to repair things that may not even be broken. Gotta remember that it's the misassignment of data into our brain about pain that your brain doesn't really read the pain signals correctly, or getting false pain signals from areas of your body that are broken but maybe not in pain, maybe needing something else. So our body is not reacting correctly. One thing that can really, really help is food. And I know I'm the worst at it. Eat better. Force yourself to it. And a good friend of mine, shout out Mary Jane, a good friend of mine said, when you don't feel like eating in the morning, slice only a couple of pieces of apple. It doesn't look as big as a whole apple. A whole apple's hard to eat, especially when you don't like the sight of food, but a couple of slices aren't going to hurt you. So slice one up the night before, put a little bit of lemon or something on it to keep it from going brown, and in the morning have a couple of slices. Eat proper. If you eat proper, the rest of your body works a little bit better. That's one. Number 2, staying a little bit busy but carefully when you have busy things to do. What I mean by that is plan your outings to have lots of time, and walk slow and walk long. Go on at least a walk a day, maybe 2. And yes, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt if you walk real slow. Don't worry what other people think of you when you're walking slow. You're in pain. They don't know. You don't care. You shouldn't care. Walk slow. Take lots of walks. Feel your body while you're walking. Understand your pain. Change your positioning. Do what you can. It's a good time. Walking and slow walking is a really good time to get in touch with your pain, to feel your pain. If you're lucky enough to have some cannabis, you may even connect to your pain. I've talked about that before. I know we're talking non-medical ways, but if you are on cannabis and you work at it, you can actually adjust your pain with your own brain because it increases that ability of connection between brain and pain. So walking, really, really important. Napping appropriately, getting a nap, even 2 a day if you've got a busy day. Today I have to go shopping in the morning, get a couple of gifts for my son has 2 birthday parties this weekend. One today for his nephew, one tomorrow for his best friend in school, a girl. So I have to go this morning and go get gifts and go get cards and paper and wrap it all up and get them by noon to this party. So I knew this yesterday. So yesterday I got some of the things done that I needed to do today, because I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't have a nap today. By doing that, I do all my stuff I need to do in the morning. I go and I drop him off at noon at his party, and then I will stay at the party for a little bit, make sure he's okay. It's his sister and her boys, so and he loves his nephews. They're his age, and he's going to have a great time. And so by 1 o'clock, I'll come back here and get a good nap. Allow yourself that nap. We're tired. We do better when we're well slept. In fact, for the last couple of weeks, I've had the worst sleep of my life. I really have. Because I've just been too busy and not managing my days correctly. And because of it, I started getting really horrible eye problems that I had to look up and find out that typical of fibro, typical of an ocular migraine, which I think I had, and now I've just got a little twitch left. So walks, sleep, but there's also a thing called isometrics. Please look it up. She's ready to live. Please look it up. Isometrics. And I'm going to show you something. It's very simple. Isometrics is something like you stand beside this wall. You can exercise right here. You put this hand like this against the wall, and you push until it's a little uncomfortable, and then count to 30. Then stop. Turn around, do it to this arm. Then maybe this way and push. It's just adding pressure. Think of maybe 20 different ways that you can apply pressure, either to your hips, to your legs, to your chest, to your back, wherever the pain is. And you do it for a 30-second count, and you move to another spot. And then repeat. And you'll slowly build. First, you'll build an ability to connect with those muscles. Then you'll also slowly over time build a pattern that you want to do it in. And within a few days, you will know some strength in those muscles. I've been doing isometrics since I was a real young guy, and it's kept my stomach from being out to here. 30 or 40 years of drinking beer. Quit 17 years ago, but isometrics is a wonderful way to kind of tense up the muscles. Don't overdo it. At first, your count should only be 20. Maybe as time goes on, your count might get up to 40, or the pressure higher. You can adjust. Isometrics is a wonderful way to just keep yourself a little bit stronger than you think you can, without using any weights, without using any equipment, and without using any drugs. I hope this helped. It's a cold day out here. I'm going back into my coffee and a nice hot shower, and then off shopping. I hope y'all have an absolutely wonderful weekend. There probably won't be a hippie news this weekend. I've got my boy, but because he'll be away at parties, maybe I'll get one going. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony.